To another episode. Today is a reaction video, and this one comes because Tia Mari's marriage has finally been finalized. Now, a lot of people are saying she's gonna regret this.
There's a graduation. There's a celebration.
But this video is really about Cory Hardrick, the now ex-husband. Now, I have to say, congratulations. You finally got your walking papers, and now you are free. Marriage sucks. And listen, I love women, but marriage, oh my gosh, it is terrible. Women don't realize how hard they are to deal with. There's 1 week during the month where they are very difficult to deal with. For some reason, they think that they're a pleasure to be around, but not during that 1 week a month. Now, moving on, as I congratulate Cory for getting his walking papers and making it through that hard and difficult time that he just experienced, I want to say, now you have the chance for actual happiness.
This, and then
happiness and peace. And you'll find your happiness, not in women, but actually in your passions. You are in the hookup culture. And in the hookup culture, these women have options.
Talking to two guys right now.
More than 2. 5 men at the moment. Only 5.
Rotations. You are free from her warm embrace. I mean, her cold shoulder. The stress of trying to plan things out. The stress of trying to make sure you continuously outdo yourself every Christmas, every Valentine's Day, every birthday. Now, you don't have that stress anymore. And just being her emotional tampon. You are finally released from that sexless relationship. Well, I don't know if it's sexless, but the majority of people are dealing with sexless relationships, which is really hard for me to understand, but whatever. Now that you're back in the hookup culture, you have to understand the game. And the game is this: women want money, men want sex. So we want the opposite things. Older women, they want your life insurance policy, your real estate, your 401k, whatever other investment accounts that you have. Is it worth it? I don't know. You'll decide that. The younger women, what they want is a little more simple. They want to go on a trip. They want a bag. They want gifts. They want gifts and expensive dinners. That's what they want. The older women expect it. I understand why older men want younger women, because now that older man is finally doing those things that he wanted to do all along. Being able to go and travel, have the expensive dinners. Now he's at an age where he can do that, and that's you. I also understand the process that you're gonna go through, where you're gonna be mad and enraged, where you hate her one moment and then you love her again in the next moment. You're gonna be confused. You don't know what the heck is going on. And then the worst part is you may actually want her back. Now, the reason why that's the worst part is because if she disrespected you once,
There's a graduation. There's a celebration.
she'll disrespect you again in the worst way. Men are looking for 2 things when it comes to women: loyalty and respect. And if that woman is just divorcing you because your beard grew out too long, or your hair started to grow, or your hair started to fall out, that woman will divorce you and nobody will bat an eye except for the children. But as I stated before, now you actually have the chance for true happiness. Now, this happiness is going to come through something that you're passionate about, something that you can really help people with, something that makes people say, thank you, I'm glad you did that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, right? That's where you're going to find your happiness. Women are going to be the side effect. This advice is coming from a divorced man who's been in relationships after my divorce, where I thought, oh man, I'm about to get married again. Number 1, strap up. Make sure you wear a Jimmy hat, because some of these women have things you do not want. So make sure you stay clean and healthy. Enjoy the meaningless sex, because you need to get your balls empty. Because if you're healthy, you're going to need a constant release. And a lot of these women, they have rotations, meaning they have a guy who's going to fix things. They have guys that are going to listen to their problems. They have guys that are going to fund trips, fund business ventures. And then they're going to have guys that's going to be able to call them up or hit them up and say, hey, what you doing? Can I come through? You could be one of those guys, but you could be any one of those guys in that woman's rotation. Here's the thing. A lot of these women that are riding that carousel, they're going to feel the pain a little bit later on.
I don't have a boyfriend and I don't want it. And if I want one, I could have 4 or 5 of them if I want.
See, right now, when you're going through it and you're having fun, right? They say time flies while you're having fun. But as soon as that fun is over, now the tears are going to start.
A quick hookup. Then he completely ghosted me.
Be careful when it comes to this game because women are really doing business. They're using romance as the magic trick. And this is actually nature's way of getting us to procreate, because if we just stayed in our logical mind, then who knows how many people or children would actually be on this planet. Also, be aware of the women who try to guilt you into being in a relationship with them.
Like, either I'm a fuck yes or I'm a fuck no. Like, if you're not sure about me, leave me alone.
In fact, now that you've been into a marriage, you understand the entire process a lot longer than most men, because being with a woman, being married to a woman for 14 years, you've experienced a lot. You've experienced how she is when she loses somebody, how she is after having children, because women change. And this is a change that if you're a single man, you don't even know that this exists. You don't even know that this woman is about to completely flip the script on you. You also know that, man, in the beginning of the relationship, things are great. You guys are smiling at each other. Usually there's a lot of sex happening, but then over time, those smiles turn into frowns. And then even worse, there's no sex, which means now your eyes are back out looking for the next woman. And guess what? These women are wearing little to nothing and then arguing with the men who love them, who are telling them, hey, that's not acceptable. You go out there, every man doesn't have the same set of morals that I have. You may run into the guy who doesn't have these same morals, and now we're all going to be crying because something just happened to you. But they're not hearing that. In fact, they're going to argue with you that they should be able to go out and wear what they want.
I shouldn't have to ask for his permission. I shouldn't ask for his permission.
No thing on, just titties out.
I'm not saying my titties out.
We're breaking up.
He's saying if I wear a bra.
I'm not here to tell them that they can't. I'm just telling you this is part of the game. So use foresight. And again, just be careful, because even me myself, right? I met this woman. I was in a club in Hollywood with one of my promoter friends, right? And these girls come up to the table, and this woman was so gorgeous, I literally simped. Now, this isn't like those women who say, I'm a 10, and we know that they're not a 10. This woman was one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. And when she was like, her ex-boyfriend cheated on her, I was like, what? He cheated on you? Oh my gosh. Right? But then I realized, wait a minute. For every beautiful woman, there's a man that's tired of smashing her, because she may just be a dead fish, aka boring in the bedroom. And remember, women have game, especially the gorgeous ones, because we want to believe them, because we want to be the man that's going to protect them. But they're not looking for that. They're looking for the resources, what you got. So I always tell men, make sure you get your money up, not for women, for yourself, so you can actually go out and explore. Because once you start exploring, you're going to see girls on girls trips. You're going to see girls on girls nights out. And believe it or not, these are the same women who guilted another man into getting into a relationship with them just so they can be dropping draws and dropping that neck.
And his emotions, whatever he's feeling, I'm not cheating. I'm not doing anything that's like foul or wrong.
For the next man that they found on that girls trip. Remember, Your happiness is in your passions, the things that you're doing, the things that you're doing to help other people. Most importantly, this is the most important part of the information that you must accept. Exercise. Work on your physique. Make sure you're healthy. That way you get to enjoy the prime of your life. Now, this should be the financial prime of your life, not necessarily your sexual prime, but if you're taking care of yourself, you'll be able to enjoy the sex. So, with all this being said, I have to ask you guys, do you have any questions or do you have any other suggestions? Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.